Hello. I had fell asleep, woke up from my nap, and I wanted to talk on. Well, I should admit I am still doing the greenhouse effect, but I'm not braiding my hair up. I'm still doing the other part. I just wanted to keep all my bounce in. But anyway, and plus I just woke up. Y'all get the benefit of seeing me like El Natural. Anyway, I just want to touch on with our public school systems. I think we're really doing our children a misjustice with our school system. Well, there was on the news about this principal. Obviously she didn't know how to hold a simile, but she just yelled like at the black kids, and I think the local newsie was like, "Oh, let us know if you think she's racist." Yes, she's very racist, And if you work with children and your first thought is really to cause these kids pain and discomfort in your discipline, or your thing is that you're going to suspend them and they're not going to be there, we're setting the United States up to be a big failure. But let me tell you, I got into it with somebody about, I'm like, you offend your white motherfuckers around racist white motherfuckers around here before you defend your own race, or they're just invaders. They just came from across the Atlantic. That's what they do. They go invade new places and they totally destroy the history, the culture. When you see them like over in the Middle East and they're knocking all the old monuments down, that's part of the game. It's part of white people, I'm calling it this. I say you call me racist, I'm gonna feel like I might be a little prejudiced, but one thing about being human is to be human is to be aired. So I could be wrong as long as I recognize it and don't linger and wallop in it, okay? Anyway, but the school systems are terrible. And yes, it's very, very racist in the school. It's very, very racist. It's very, very racist, and I always hear them talking about, especially here, like, they don't know what to do with their kids. The children in the community, or the children that you have birthed into this world as a community. Most of the children that are from Memphis has never been anywhere. The parents, but Memphis, the parents might be in the Tri-Fo area, but and I worked in the school system, and politics is wrong there. This is wrong in the police department, and it's only wrong because we just had a big scandal with I don't know how many school officials just cheating, and we're just cheating our workforce. But I don't even know if anymore if they, I don't know. But yes, there is racism in the school. There's racism in the United States. There's racism in the court systems. There's racism. The streets are paved with racism. And I think that's the biggest advantage to our enemies. Is there's a big old gap and they can go right down the middle. Let's just say, I don't really watch sports, but say like it's football. Go right down the middle and do that Hail Mary play. Anyway, I think that's the only play. I don't know if that's the Hail Mary play. But anyway, like I said, I just woke up. I'm getting ready to make me a nice cup of green tea, lemon. And it's been hot, and I gotta go mow the grass tomorrow, and hopefully I'll avoid all children. Yes, there's racism is alive and well in the United States. And what happened there? Yes, racism is alive and well in the United States. And it's devastating. It's devastating. Our poor children don't stand a chance. They really don't. You know. But we are. But you know, like when they say, like back in the day, like you hear them, like they say, oh, in Africa they say take a village. Imagine back in those days. You know, the village consists of probably 2 sets of grandparents. You know, on both sides. You know, male and female on both sides. So you know, we'd say that's 4 people right there, you know, and then you have your brothers, your sisters, then if your mom, your dad has sisters, you have aunts and uncles. So, you know, your village was your family. That's why they have festivals and other type of tribal-like traditions to bring them with other tribes, so they, you know, anyway. So, but today, I mean, we don't want our children being out there and being raised by this village here, because there's a bunch of pedophiles out there. Polar bears, like people with bipolar, schizoid, just straight up what, oh God, psychos. Anyway, yes, and we need to stop the racism in the school. You know, like, to me, it's even the way they feed the kids. It's not. I was trying to explain to somebody today why, you know, whooping was bad, and he's going to tell me my mama whooped me with hangers, extension cords. To me, he was actually making an argument why I don't like whooping. If you're going to pull out extension cords, you're going to pull out that. Because if you're a grown person, you can't do no grown person like that. You will do time. So if you could do a child like that, and while that child, in the developing years of that child, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you can ask anybody, the brain don't stop developing for these children till they're 23. But like those last years of the teenagers' years, where they could have been, you know, already in a job thing, already being apprentice, already, you know, doing something in a way of career, that would have been molding their personality during that time to where, you know, like it doesn't help, it doesn't hurt for some of these kids to have like an opportunity to have like some type of summer job, but you know, they'll probably we'll just go to another war, and we'll bring a whole bunch of other people in to take our workforce, take the black. You know, they was talking about all the Mexicans came here, take our job. Nah, you Caucasian people came over here and just took our land. You know, you know, you just killed all the buffalo. You know, they got like 1 or 2 left. You know, so I mean, you can look wherever America's been, wherever Britain's been, you know, and taking over these different colonies and whatnot all around the world. You can all see that they all have a poverty problem. You know, you know. Anyway, it looks like they hell bent on destroying this planet, but. If that's the way it is. Anyway, yes, there's racism in school, and yes, that principal doesn't need to be around children, period, black or white, if she doesn't have the patience or the understanding, you know. And what she should have went up there is apologize first for, you know, dismissing the assembly without, you know, she's the one to disrespect the valedictorian for just forgetting about him, and then and now you continue disrespecting. Anyway, yes, there's racism in the schools, and it's a sad, sad day that our children have to suffer